Mosulaya, Mosula, Mosulaya.
Hey everyone, it is day 20 of the 31 and 31 Kaiju Fest, and I am fucking tired from going to see fucking Halloween last night really late, but I am still here doing the next one of these, and that is on Godzilla versus Mothra. Somebody forgot that one of the other movies does not show up for another like 2 movies. We still have, after this, I believe, a Mechagodzilla to attend to. And then we get, well, I guess that is Godzilla and Godzilla action in some way, shape, or form. But then we've got a Space Godzilla to attend to later on. And I think that's going to be day 22, if I'm not mistaken. So we'll see, unless I'm forgetting one in between. Fuck if I know. But we are here to talk about Godzilla versus Mothra. Or maybe it should be called Mothra, maybe versus Batara, maybe versus Godzilla, but let's just focus on Mothra. Now, surprisingly enough, this was the highest grossing Godzilla film in Japan for 93. It came out at the end of 92, but it carried over, and it was second only to Jurassic Park. Like, this one was that popular. And it was made specifically with Mothra in mind because at that time, it was a very female-centric movie-going populace over in Japan, and the ladies seemed to love Mothra. Who doesn't love Mothra? Mothra's fucking sexy as fuck. But let's get on with the review. So basically what you've got here is there's a meteor that landed into Earth and has awoken up Batara and Godzilla. And so Mothra has also been found, her egg. There's a archaeologist thing. And man, this thing starts off like fucking Indiana Jones. Okay? What the hell is wrong with these people? Like, the last one was done with time travel because Back to the Future was so popular. And that's true. You can look that up. And so this time, I guess they decided, well, fuck, Indiana Jones is pretty good. Or the fact that Jurassic Park was being so big, maybe we need to have somebody look like an archaeologist or some shit. So you've got this temple opening and some type of archaeologist that has a ex-wife and a kid and doesn't pay for the kid's child support and blah, 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 blah. Honestly, I don't like the human stuff in this movie that much. It's not a bad movie per se, but the human stuff I could really give a shit about. Guy trying to become a better father, or he doesn't really want to be a father, or where the fuck it's going on. I don't know. I don't fucking care. Just give me some fucking kaiju action. So, really, a lot of this film is centered around Mothra, like, for everything that gets done. There's a really cool battle in the ocean, and Godzilla just seems to be a fucking afterthought in this movie. I don't know why, like, they've decided to do these things with him. Like, Godzilla, during this set of Godzilla films, before he was the protector of the Earth, and these other monsters would come up and he'd kick some ass. Now in these ones, it seems like Godzilla is just a dick. Like, all he does is fuck shit up, and, they're all worried about, oh, what is Godzilla gonna do? And then these monsters come and defeat Godzilla, but Godzilla, he can't be fucking defeated, okay? Like, nobody can fucking kill Godzilla, no matter what they try to do. So, you get, in this one, Mothra, she's being transported back to Japan because they think, 1, it's safer, and 2, there's a company that's trying to exploit it, who ends up kidnapping the 2 little girls, the ones that sing the Mothra song, which they call the Cosmos in this one for some reason. And so you have, like I said, Godzilla just kind of shows up. You have the initial battle, it actually shows up to ruin the voyage of Mothra in her egg over to Japan. And then all of a sudden, Batara shows up, and he's already shown up once before, destroying the city and then disappearing. And I like the model for Batara. I like it when he's in his cocoon or larval stage. And then I like it when he actually becomes like some weird fucked up moth thing. I don't know if he's in the moth. Is he a moth like Mothra? Is he? I don't know. So you have them fight. Then you have Mothra escaping because Batara shows up and Godzilla and him fight. And they fight underwater and eventually sink into a crack in the ocean. From there, we go and we find out that, like I said, the Cosmos girls have been kidnapped. and because they've been kidnapped, they want to be exploited by some, Japanese businessman, and they call Mothra to help them. And so Mothra, like, barrels through, destroying everything, eventually catches up with them. We get a reunion with the guy and his daughter, and she's figured out that he's not, like, a policeman or whatever her mom fucking lied to her and said. But no, he's actually, I don't know, like, jewel thief, I guess you could say. But he doesn't really steal, artifact thief, let's say it that. So he reconciles with them, and then Mothra, after seeing the girls, is like, "Oh yeah, everything's cool." She's like, "Yeah, don't hurt us, don't attack the city anymore, okay?" And he's like, "Yeah, all right." And so he turns around and he fucking destroys more buildings. She destroys a ton of buildings to get to her resting space so that she can go into a cocoon state and become, the full Mothra. And so you have basically Godzilla showing up, Batara showing up, and then she fights him, and Godzilla shows up, and then they all start fighting each other. Like, it just goes from Batara fighting Godzilla to Mothra getting some of his strength so that she can fight Godzilla, and then Godzilla and Mothra and Batara all fighting together because they realize that Godzilla is more of a threat than anything else. See, like, there was this whole thing about that Batara and Mothra fought way back in the past, and Batara lost, but then, there's some stupid thing at the end of the movie of, Batara is supposed to stop this meteorite that's going to come crashing into the earth and destroy it. But wasn't he, like, created to go and, like, punish us because we're being idiots? Like, that was, like, the thing. Like, he was Earth's punishment, but now Mothra is going to be, like, the savior because after... Again, it gets a little bloody in this one, but it's only Batara blood for this one for some reason. But they do grab onto him. Godzilla bites him a bunch of times, and then they all pick him up and drop him in the ocean. Of course, Mothra lets go at the last possible second. She's the only one to survive, where the two of them plunge into the ocean and explode, thinking that they've defeated Godzilla, but we probably know Godzilla's going to be back in another movie, considering that there's another movie after this. So, overall, I know this is kind of a little bit more of a quicker review. Maybe not. I don't know. I'm kind of rushing through a lot of things. I give this one a 3 Mothras out of 5. It's fine for the kaiju stuff. It's a little slow, a little boring in the middle of it. And there's just, like, I don't like the human stuff in this one. I don't like that stuff. So I'm hoping that the next film does better. I haven't seen this version of Mechagodzilla, so we'll see what happens. All right? So that's me signing out for another 31 and 31. We'll be back tomorrow with number 21.